in Harlem. You could be in Brooklyn, you could be in Staten Island, Queens, Long Island. PJ is like everywhere, right? It's nobody thought that she lived in Jersey. I knew that because she'd be, you know, we talk many hours at a time, whether she's off on the bus or coming off the train or whatever. But she was definitely dominant in Harlem, where I live right now. And together we hosted the holistic Harlem Health Fair in front of the state office building. So we're actually having a visual on this Friday coming up on the 19th. Thanks to Senator Cordell Claire's office that helped to expedite so that we could be on the second floor gallery in that building. It's at 163 West 125th Street. That's 163 West 125th Street, right at the corner of Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. And it's going to be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. They do ask, because it's a government state building, they do ask for ID when you're coming into the building, so just have your ID ready. But everything is going to be on the second floor. I only actually have one, so you can welcome to take a picture of it. Also, I'm sure we're going to find a way to make this, posted on the social media. It's already on my page, which is Imani Wealth Empress on Facebook, and I'm sure it will be on, through the other Philly family. All right, because Josh plans to be there with Nathaniel, and all the rest of the family is certainly invited to come. We're going to be pouring into the family. Her partner, Maury, who is the African Immigrants Commission, all right, who she worked with very closely as well. He's helping to spearhead this particular gathering. All right, so anyone who's interested certainly can see me. I'll be over there for a few more minutes. I think we're going to get ready to leave. And but just reach out, either by social media and or through your family here. They'll have the information as well. Okay. This is Friday, December 19th. From 6 to 8 p.m. at 163 West 125th Street in the Harlem State Office building on the second floor gallery, art gallery. All right, y'all? Stay strong. Keep the family in your hearts and just keep sending them love and light because all of that is real, And we know they're forever here with us in spirit, for sure. All right, good things. And like people have said, we're keeping the legacy running, for sure. That's our responsibility now, right? She left all of us with marching papers. I think she left everybody with marching papers. There's nobody I talked to that said, we was right in the middle of this. We were right in the middle of that. I know how we were. Right now, like right in the middle of my business anniversary with my children, we were like supposed to be doing the home office network. And she was launching that weekend. So it's like, but I did talk with the sister Latoya, who's like taking that and going to continue. So everything is already been passed on. The baton is in our hands, and we have to keep that light flying. All right? Peace out.
Well, thank you for keeping things in the heights. As you do as a master powerful pioneer that you are, because you've certainly lifted me up to stay in a higher plane that I was. I'm still in a mixed place. I just have to be transparent with that. And even as you just, as I was listening in with the video, it's beautiful to know that her legacy is going to, continue through these archived works, because there's so much of that. But it was just a moment also just for what I heard when she mentioned Brother Murray, because his transition was a sudden news for us at that time, for me anyway. And so I'm just like, okay, I have to trust in this divine process She was an amazing, one of a kind being, still is, and I'm working to make sure, the connection spiritually is like I'm totally open for her continuing to communicate and, you know, share and direct on some of the projects that we'd already started and or was continuing or launching, like this the project of the home office network. I was looking to do some things with her on this weekend, so we'll see how that all unfolds in the future. But yeah, PJ, I believe when we really made a connection was at one of Queen Afua's events, where they were launching the City of Wellness and at the National Black Theater. And somewhere out of that particular um, weekend and activities, that's when we really made a connection and continued to build from there. And I think that's definitely over a decade now. Um, and when I think of what my mind is doing is just replaying so many different, moments, projects, things that we just, she was always a mastermind. And this one sister that I could always, bounce something off of her, she would do the same with me. And next thing we have something that was real. And as I know it has been with you, in the journey. I met you through her as well at one of those events you're doing in Brooklyn. And from there, the rest is history as well. So it's hard to fathom that physically she will, not be bouncing in the room or, running into her or, making arrangements to link up somewhere. Sometimes even, I remember one particular year at the African Arts Festival. We got, we were there. We hadn't, maybe we talked earlier that week or something, but when we got there, we were dressed the same colors, the whole thing. There's a picture of that somewhere. So we always took that as a cue, like, we're just always like thinking the same, thinking the same and always like lined up. It was a purple and I think purple and gold outfits that we had on, even to the sandals was the same and or similar. And so there's been so much work. We've done festivals together, we've vended together. She did create a book, publish a book about vending, the art of vending, and did feature me in there because we would do a lot of vending together, Circle of Sisters, anywhere, just all over the place. And just I just give my love and regards to the family and to all of us whose lives has been impacted positively by her work, her energy, her light, her just her whole cool demeanor, just even when she might have been upset about something, it was still like still like this cool demeanor. I felt like not like she's going crazy on somebody. So I've learned a lot from her, and I will always take that in my heart and be. I'm still just in a place where I want somebody to tell me that this is all a big prank, and hello, I'm back or something crazy. So forgive me for that, but that's still where I'm at um, in my consciousness. It's a little weird to accept, but I certainly again give love and light to the family. To especially sending a lot of love and light around her son, Nat, and everybody in her family, and her father, as well as her husband and everybody, to all of us to stay strong and encouraged. Appreciate you doing this. At first, I was like, I don't know if I can be on this Zoom, but I love the spirit of how you're holding her up. The fact that she did plan this with you and had did the flyer and all of that. It's just good sometimes when you understand the behind the scenes, like she had there behind the scenes, the the rest of the picture. It helps you to understand, the spirit and the energy and the goals and the mission and the vision. And I trust that we'll keep that going forward in many different ways, because certainly she wore many, many crowns, many crowns. And she would always amaze me how she'd get from Jersey and be all over the place, whether it be the Bronx, whether it be in Brooklyn, wherever she felt like she had to be, she was there. And it just always astounded me. So some of those things I look to, to I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it in that fashion, but I certainly look to do as much as you can. I love that she was doing her radio program, and just whatever she envisioned, she was able to take it to that next level. The being an inventor with her lingerie line, and all the things that she was looking to take that next step to. Yeah, just never a dull moment in terms of next level ideas. Truly a visionary, truly a pioneer, truly an awesome queen. I love you forever. Stay connected in our hearts till all eternity. And I think that's all I can say for right now. Thank you, Brother Rojo family.
Well, let me tell you, I give honor and praise for everybody being here. And the God in me salutes the God in you. When Sister Queen Jem told me about this incident, I was devastated and heartbroken for the family. And I didn't even know that it was that beautiful Sister BJ. And now, when I found out, I was even more so devastated because she was so wonderful. I didn't even get a chance to meet her in person, but I know I am ever be with her in spirit, just like I am with Dada Simeon and Tony Rankin and all of our righteous ancestors. And to think that they went out, the three of them, in fire. Hallelujah. I remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego right now. Hallelujah. And I give honor and praise to the Most High for Sister BJ and what she has done. And like someone said, she did her work. And someone else said, we are the womb, we are the goblet. We are the time that is now. And she has done, her and her sister Fantasia, is it? And their wonderful emperor father. I mean, this is like on another level of them going out. And then the princess of Ethiopia, she went right about the same time also. Hallelujah. And it's all very spiritually correlated and connected, but we can't see the big picture because we're in it and we have to be over it to see it. So I just give thanks and praise for having met her in spirit, and knowing that I will always be her BFF. I can be her best friend in spirit and find out more about her and what she would like for me to do as she is pouring out of her treasures. She's pouring down her cadeaux, her fragrances, her diamonds, her gifts on us right here and right now as we join together, touching and agreeing and lifting up their souls and sending them off with a great big, oh, Brother Simeon, just, my Lord of mercy, them just a wait for them for coming on with their arms,
Yes,
wide
yes, yes.
open. He will pardon you and me too, for there is no secret. can do. Rising power, Sister BJ. Thank you.
I'm a Simeon. We thank you.